Hi, I'm Sam Horn, and welcome to What is Your Pregame? But who do you see being the next leader of the Red Sox?
It's a great question.
I think someone that is gifted has an advantage, but the guy that's going to prepare more day in and day out is going to minimize that advantage.
Hi, I'm Sam Horn, and welcome to What is Your Pregame? On today's show, we're going to feature my MVP, Sam Kennedy from the Boston Red Sox. We're going to go from the house to the dugout, back to the house with Charles T. Davis, better known as Chili Davis. And usually what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, but unfortunately a couple of guys will share their tips from the IFA convention. So sit back and relax as we bring you What is Your Pregame? Hi, welcome to What is Your Pregame? I'm Sam Horn, or better yet, Sam Squared, with Sam Kennedy of the Boston Red Sox. How you doing, Sam?
I'm doing great, Sammy. It's great to be with you. Thanks for having me.
All right, well, thanks for stopping by. Great things are happening with the Red Sox. You guys pulled out a close one yesterday. What is it like being the president of the Red Sox?
Well, it's a privilege and an honor to be the president of the Red Sox. I grew up in Boston, spent most of my adult life here. My mom and dad still live here. My whole family's from Boston. Grew up a big fan of yours. I fondly remember the 1987 debut of Big Sam Horn. And so yeah, it's a real privilege, and I work for John Henry and Tom Werner. Boston couldn't ask for two better owners. These guys are committed, all in to winning as often as possible, and done great things with Fenway Park and the whole team, so it's a real privilege.
Well, you've been here since 2002. You guys have a lot of accolades under your belt at this particular time. Is there anything that you're more fond of since you've been here?
Yeah, well, I think the first and foremost goal of any professional sports organization has to be winning. And to win 3 World Series championships in 10 seasons, it has to be right up there, something that the Henry Werner administration will get a lot of credit for when the history books are written. But I think preserving and protecting Fenway Park will probably get Larry Lucchino, my lifetime mentor, professional mentor, into the Baseball Hall of Fame. He did great work working for John and Tom and putting his heart and soul into saving Fenway. You recall there was a time back in 2005 before we made the decision to stay at Fenway as to what to do with the Red Sox, and should we move downtown to the waterfront or move outside of the city. And thankfully, Mayor Menino and Larry Lucchino came up with a plan that John and Tom blessed to preserve and protect and renovate Fenway, and it's been a huge success. So saving Fenway is really, really important to the Red Sox organization.
How about Sam Kennedy and Theo Epstein's friendship going all the way back to high school? Boy, how long ago was that?
Yes, we were both very below average baseball players for the Brookline High School varsity team in 1991. Theo was a crafty right-handed pitcher. I was a third baseman and a first baseman, and we had a lot of fun together. But it was pretty clear that both of us would not have much of a baseball career on the field at that time. We had to recognize our limitations. We were no Sam Horn. We had a lot of fun, and we both had a passion for the game. I was always more interested in sort of the behind the scenes, you know, what happens at a ballpark on non-game days, you know, how do these teams actually operate, what goes into flying the team around on the team charter, you know, what happens in the press box, how do they actually sell the tickets, how does the grounds crew work.
So you were thinking about it back then?
I was always intrigued, you know, going to the games. I was very, very blessed. My father was an Episcopal clergyman, and at the time the Yawkey administration gave out clergy passes, so I could go to a game on my father's clergy pass for $2 back in the 80s, and got to stand in section 25 and watch games night in and night out with my dad. So that caused me to fall in love with not just the Red Sox, but with Fenway Park. So I was, you know, at 12, 11, 13 years old, I was running around Fenway Park, sneaking into seats that I shouldn't have been sitting in, and would go to games with Theo a lot in the late 80s, early 1990s. We both pursued internships in baseball. He pursued one at the Baltimore Orioles, and I pursued one Don't tell anyone, the New York Yankees.
I heard about that.
I couldn't get a call back from the Red Sox at that time, so I had to go down to New York. But I was lucky enough to be given an internship in 1993 with the New York Yankees, and that was my big break, getting that opportunity.
Sam and Theo are very smart guys. You got to know when to hold them and when to fold them.
Now, let's see, 1992, I was a freshman at Trinity College. I barely made the baseball team by the skin of my teeth. Coach Bill Decker gave me a spot on the team. He's at Harvard now. Yes, he had a great career at Trinity, and I was asking him about what to do the following spring, then next semester, because I was thinking about studying abroad at the University of Edinburgh, and I was weighing, trying out for the baseball team or going to study abroad in Edinburgh, and Coach Decker said, "Sam, I think you should go study abroad." So that was my sort of own way of cutting myself from the baseball team. But I loved it. It was great to be able to go. That freshman year, I was able to go down to Florida with the team and experience what it was like to be a part of a collegiate baseball team. But I recognized at that time I just didn't have the ability to play on the field, so it gave me the drive to pursue a career off the field. And so many people have that experience of realizing that your baseball career is coming to an end. I had been the captain of my high school team and just loved baseball so much. I didn't want to give it up, but it came time to give it up, and that allowed me to focus on pursuing those internships.
All right, well, you're here with Sam Kennedy and Sam Horn on What is Your Pregame? We'll be right back after this. But who do you see being the next leader of the Red Sox?
It's a great question.
We are a 116-year-old fourth-generation family-held construction management firm, of which I represent the fourth generation. In addition to our work at Fenway, we work for all of the fine institutions across the city, from Mass General Hospital and Brigham and Women's to Boston University to Boston College, and even across the river at MIT. But with these clients comes very, very high expectations on their projects. So I can say, representing the fourth generation at Walsh Brothers, we build to perfection.
My name is George Mumford, and I've been a Mercedes-Benz owner 16 years, and about 14 of those years I've been working with a particular salesperson at TJ. And so when he came to Mercedes-Benz of Burlington, I came with him. I love my experience as a Mercedes-Benz dealer because the service is immaculate. The vehicle is great. Right now I have a GLE 350 2016, and it's an amazing vehicle. It does everything but drive itself, and on some level it can do that with the cruise control. The thing about Mercedes-Benz is that it offers me an excellent product, and what makes it so special about me coming to Mercedes-Benz of Burlington is because of my relationship with TJ and the excellent service and kindness, courtesy that I get when I come here, and that's why I continue to come to Mercedes Burlington.
Looking for one of the best steakhouses in Boston? A place to mingle and socialize. Hang out before and after the game? Well, Del Fresco's is the place to be. Award-winning wines, great spirits, fresh seafood, and the home of the Double Eagle Steak. When you're looking to outlast your opponent, it all starts with your pregame. Del Fresco's Steakhouse, for when you want to be on top of your game. Kapow!
When I'm in Boston, I hang out with Sam Horn. What is your pregame?
Welcome back. Everyone has a pregame. Sam, tell us, what is your pregame?
Well, I can tell you, and I'm not just saying this because they're a great corporate sponsor, but I do go to Dunkin' Donuts every single morning for my pregame to get me going. Once I get into the ballpark, there is a routine where you want to make sure that you have a handle on who's coming to the ballpark that night, making sure that everyone in the clubhouse has what they need, everyone in the business side has what they need, the ticket office has what they need. So I sort of see my job as a bit of a cheerleader, frankly, walking around the halls, making sure people are ready to go on game day.
Good luck in the playoffs. Everyone will be cheering for the Red Sox. Sam, since Ortiz is gone, tell us, who's the next leader of the Red Sox? but who do you see being the next leader of the Red Sox?
It's a great question. The story of the 2011 amateur draft is one that I think will be part of baseball's history for a long, long time. Obviously, you know what it's like to be a first-round pick. And we had a lot of picks in 2011, but to come out of there with Mookie Betts and Jackie Bradley Jr. and Blake Swihart and Travis Shaw, and of course Xander Bogaerts was an international signing. But that era in scouting and player development in Boston Red Sox history is really remarkable. So it's hard to pin down one player, just given what Jackie's doing, given what Mookie's doing, given what Xander's doing. And so one of the things David Ortiz said to us in spring training, we had a dinner with ownership and senior leadership to thank David for all he's done for us. And one of the things he said was, you guys have no idea how special this group of young ball players really is. He said, it's a core of guys, and you need to do whatever you can to keep this group together for a long, long time, because they're special, not just athletes on the field, but they're special people.
Chill, if you will. How you doing, brother? We back again. How's everything?
Yeah, man. Back at it again, baby. September.
Well, you told me earlier that your preparation for tomorrow starts tonight with a great meal and maybe a couple of sips of some wine. Why don't you tell us a little bit about what we're having here tonight?
Well, we got a little Jamaican cuisine here, prepared for you, Sam.
I feel special.
You've been on me. Every time I see you, go, hey, when you gonna let me share in some of that good Jamaican cuisine? So let's start with what we have here. We have some green bananas, which isn't regular bananas that ripen and you eat them with your cereal, slice them up. No, this is a little different. It's kind of in between a plantain and a banana that you know.
Right.
You know, we do have some plantains over there.
I think I have
Yeah,
one
they're a
of
little
those.
sweeter. We've got some curry chicken here, and the jerk chicken.
Wait a minute. You were telling me you make the best jerk chicken in the world. Is that what I'm about to have right now?
If you like spicy, you're gonna like that.
Where have I heard that before?
Well, Sam, I'm Jamaican, so it's gonna be some kind of Jamaican cuisine, you know. I've been told my jerk chicken is like top. I should open a jerk chicken bar or something.
You heard it here. We're going to come over to Chili's house sooner or later. We want to check out that jerk chicken.
Won't disappoint you, man. Just get that palate ready because it's spicy.
Chili, I'm ready to eat. Bring it on, dog. Can you tell me, I know you talk about focus a lot.
Yeah.
Can you tell me the difference between, if you were to say that it's more important to be either physical or mental, which of the two would you like to start with?
You can go up to the plate in a game with great mechanics, and if you don't have the proper game plan, the mechanics might work. But I think if you go up to the plate, to home plate to hit, and you have the right game plan against the right pitcher, that sometimes no matter what your mechanics are, you got a much better chance to being productive as a hitter.
So how much of preparation over, say, physical talent would you say it is? Is it more physical that you say a person that is more gifted is always going to be better than a person that prepares more, or is that the equalizer?
I think someone that is gifted has an advantage.
Right.
But the guy that's going to prepare more day in and day out is going to minimize that advantage.
I came over for the jerk chicken, but Victoria found out the wine went down just fine.
Arizona is such an outdoor area. You know, the lifestyle there is outdoor, that we have a lot of people there that love wines. So it's usually the main reason why we're all gathering, is to share wines, you know, and the meal just happened to be a part of it.
So the main ingredient being the wine, you then pair the food.
Yeah, we pair the food with the wine, you know, and it could be anything. I mean,
the old saying is, whites with chicken and pork and that. That's not necessarily the way we do it, I'm a big cab lover. My wife's, she loves whites. I have friends that love whites, friends that love reds. So basically, when we're all together, or whenever we get together, it's sort of a raid the cellar deal. They show up, and you say, okay, what do you want to drink tonight? And there's a cellar. Go grab a bottle and let's drink it.
I've got a little routine that helps me with that, and basically what I like to do is stand in front of a mirror and do a little war cry.
JP Fuji Group is the largest operating Pan-Asian restaurant group in the Metro Boston area, with 10 varying concepts including fine dining and fast casual atmospheres. Guests of any JP Fuji Group establishment can always expect the highest quality ingredients, innovative menus, and superior customer service.
I want to give them a present. I want to give them a gift, and I love doing what I do. Nothing beats that feeling of give people something. I hope they can taste the love that I put on every single dish.
Hi, I'm Sam Horn, and welcome to What Is Your Pregame, a new show full of flavor and with a little twist.
When I'm in Boston, I hang out with Sam Horn. What is your pregame?
We'll bring you up close and personal with some of your favorite CEOs, celebrities, and athletes to find out their pregame. We will take you behind the scenes at some of your favorite restaurants to find the best high-performance recipes. Hang out in the dugout as we talk pregame prep with some of the game's best players and coaches. All this and much more on What Is Your Pregame? You're watching What Is Your Pregame? We'll be right back after this.
Dadgar Insurance is a 30-year-old insurance agency with kangaroo being our symbol of protection. I am the big kangaroo protecting my clients in my pouch. We specialize in insuring real estate and restaurant risks, and we don't discriminate about the size. Whether it's a two-family in Somerville or a Chinese takeout in Chelsea or 1,000-unit apartment buildings or a chain of restaurants. At Dadgar, we insure it all.
Hey, I'm Chili Davis with the Boston Red Sox. When I'm in Boston, I hang out with my boy, Sam Horn. What is your pregame?
All right, welcome back. We're gonna go talk to a couple of guys about business, but first, let's go see what Nikki's Peanuts is all about. Fresh nuts, what are fresh nuts all about?
Fresh peanuts for the ball game. Right over here, we're stacking them high and we're selling them cheap.
Oh,
way better out here. Take them in the stadium over here, folks. The best peanuts, the best cashews, pistachios, and almonds right over here. We're the link to the past. We do it the old school way.
How long you been here, man, doing this?
I've been here a long time. I used to come here when I was little with my father, and when he passed away, I just kind of took the business over back in '87.
Okay, so tell me this. What time do you get here and what's your pregame?
Well, my pregame starts early because I live on the South Shore and I got to fight traffic on the expressway to get here. I'm usually here by noontime or so, then I got to set the cart up and then everything gets prepped fresh every day. And that takes about a couple of hours, and then by 3:30 we set up out here, and I wheel the cart up here and set everything up, make it look pretty, and people start rolling in around 4, 5, 6 o'clock.
All right, last thing, let me ask you one question. Who's your favorite player since you've been here that you've seen to come through and say hello to you?
Probably you, Sam, number 30.
Number 30.
Well, back when you played for the Red Sox, Sam used to stand out here and thank the fans for coming to the games and shake everybody's hands.
That was when I was a player, folks.
That's when he was a player, yes.
Have you seen that since?
Never saw that again, no, sir.
Earlier in the year, we went to Las Vegas. No matter what business you're in, it starts with your pregame.
The International Franchise Association Convention has 4,300 attendees, franchisees, franchisors, and suppliers to the industry, delegations from all around the world. Founders, CEOs, let's go listen to what Sam's learned.
Caught up with Brian Church as he led on about his pregame.
Currently the co-founder of Clear Summit Group, which owns a number of franchise brands, including Tutor Doctor, Recruiting in Motion, Qualicare, which I'm currently the CEO of,
Wow.
and Matchpoint.
Wow. So you seem to be like a cool, calm kind of guy. How do you keep that all together?
Well, it's all about what you said, your pregame.
Yeah.
The pregame to me is super important. The morning is about simplification and calmness. Very excited about what the franchise model has. I left working at Google and LinkedIn to be a part of this business model, to be a part of franchising, because I believe truly deep in my heart that it has a massive impact and can have a massive impact on youth unemployment. Franchising as a business model is the opportunity for youth to learn about businesses, learn how to run a business, learn how to lead a business, and also learn about how to make an impact in their local communities. Franchising as a business model can do that, and I'm excited to be here.
So tell us a little bit about what your pregame consists of.
Well, I got a few different pre-games.
A few? How many we talking about?
So first of all, if I'm preparing for the week, I like to take a half an hour out on a Sunday night and just go through my calendar and see what's really important and what needs my focus, and go into the week knowing what I'm going to be focusing on for that particular week, and that works effectively for me.
Well, I know that you're a speaker.
Yeah.
You're actually speaking here at the convention. Is that a different mindset?
Yeah, it's a little bit of a different mindset, because there you got to get into the moment, and you got to bring some energy, and you got to be a little bit of an actor on the stage. And I've got a little routine that helps me with that. And basically what I like to do is stand in front of a mirror and do a little war cry, bring my energy level up, and go out there and get the job done. But part of doing that is, as I'm yelling at myself in the mirror, you can't help but have a little laugh at yourself at the same time. And what that does is it really relaxes me. And that allows me to go out and just really have some fun with the audience. If I'm having fun with them, they're having fun with me.
Well, we're going to have fun with Frank. We're going to go outside. What does that look like?
It looks like rock and roll.
Woo, now you're talking about some fun, Frank. Did you let it all out?
I let it out. I'm all jazzed up and ready to go.
All right. Are you a coffee drinker or anything like that?
I love my coffee, yes.
Work out?
I work out, yes. I work out a number of times a week.
I heard you're from South Africa. Most of those guys are really good soccer players. How about you?
Well, once upon a time, I used to be a really good soccer player. Now I'm a really good coach.
The body just doesn't do what you want it to do anymore.
Exactly. It just doesn't listen to my commands.
All right. Well, we'd like to say thanks to Frank. And what is your pregame? We'll be right back after this message. Looking for one of the best steakhouses in Boston? A place to mingle and socialize. Hang out before and after the game? Well, Del Fresco's is the place to be. Award-winning wines, great spirits, fresh seafood, and the home of the Double Eagle steak. When you're looking to outlast your opponent, it all starts with your pregame. Del Fresco's Steakhouse, for when you want to be on top of your game.
We are a 116-year-old fourth generation family held construction management firm, of which I represent the fourth generation. In addition to our work at Fenway, we work for all of the fine institutions across the city, from Mass General Hospital and Brigham and Women's to Boston University to Boston College, and even across the river at MIT. But with these clients comes very, very high expectations on their projects. So I can say, representing the fourth generation at Walsh Brothers, we build to perfection.
Dodgar Insurance is a 30-year-old insurance agency, with kangaroo being our symbol of protection. I am the big kangaroo protecting my clients in my pouch. We specialize in insuring real estate and restaurant risks, and we don't discriminate about the size. Whether it's a two-family in Somerville or a Chinese takeout in Chelsea, or 1,000-unit apartment buildings or a chain of restaurants, at Dodgar we insure it all.
When I'm in Boston, I hang out with Sam Horn. What is your pregame?
All right, before we wrap up, we're going to check in with Victoria to find out who's our fan of the week.
Well, I have a very regimented pregame. I love to have a green smoothie, one hard-boiled egg, not soft-boiled, hard-boiled. And then I like to go to bootyology class.
Did she say bootylicious?
Or sometimes I like to just do get one with myself, and I'll do some visualization or some meditation.
Excellent. So tell me what's in that smoothie you talked about.
Well, I hate bananas, so it's never that. But it's coconut water, kale, and spinach, a hint of ginger, a squeeze of lemon, and some frozen mango.
And tell me why. Why those ingredients?
Because they don't make me barf. And because
that's really important.
Yeah, I hate eating healthy. So that actually is tolerable. And I need to get my greens. So that's why I make myself drink one of those every morning.
Did you say you hate eating healthy?
Yeah, I hate it.
It sounds like you...
Yeah, that's why it's a ritual. I'll just do it so I don't have to think about it, and it's just a habit. So no thinking, just go.
Okay, so
so gross.
I guarantee your pregame now to go into Fenway Park is not going to be a smoothie like that. Am I right?
No.
We'd like to say a special thanks to the guys who joined us on the show today. We'd like to thank our sponsors, Walsh Brothers, Del Fresco Steakhouse, and Dodgar Insurance. Last but not least, a special thanks to you, the viewers, for watching What Is Your Pregame. You could always visit us on whatisyourpregame.com and other social media to find out what's coming up next. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.
Hey, this is Dan Shaughnessy. I've been covering the Red Sox for over 35 years.
Hi, Dan.
Hey, Tim, how you doing? You screwed me up. Is it come and hang out with Sam Horn, or I hang out with Sam? I hang out with Sam Horn.
With Sam Horn, what is your pregame?
What is your pregame? Yeah. Hi, this is Dan Shaughnessy. I've been covering the Red Sox for over 35 years. I hang out with Sam Horn. You should hang out with Sam Horn. What is your pregame? Tune in.